Does it matter what instrument you use, or is tone in the hands? Is it worth it to save up for that legit instrument, or it doesn't really matter as long as you play it good? Which is more important, the sound source, the mic, or the interface? And can you actually fix it in post? These are some of the stuff we're going to try to explore in this series called Does It Matter? For this episode, we're going to try and answer the question, is it smart to just record any guitar you can find? As a younger producer, I was of the mindset that I can just record anything with any instrument that I can find, because I can just fix it in post. And I have all these YouTube tutorials telling me how I can enhance my recordings. Plus, music is music, so it wouldn't really matter what I use, as long as it feels great, right? Today we're going to try and compare the sound of an entry-level Yamaha versus an entry-level Martin. Both are recorded using a Neumann TLM-103 going to an SSL-2. Both guitars are mic'd the same way at the same room. There's no post-processing involved in this comparison, just level matching. Granted, these guitars have different sizes, so we're just going to focus on the sound projected by each guitar to see how much the sound source matters. Both guitars are set up properly, and to be fair to the Yamaha, it's a decent sounding guitar and doesn't sound horrible in any stretch of the imagination, especially when set up properly. I had a lot of fun playing with it. But does those big brands like Martin actually have something in them, or is it all marketing? Let's check out these sound examples. So based on these sound examples, what do you think? To be honest with you, I didn't really think the Yamaha sounded that bad when I was recording it in the moment. But when I was hearing the playback while I was editing it, it sounded like it was recorded using a phone mic. I immediately thought if I did anything wrong in the recording process. Like, was it my mic placement? Would have it sounded better if I put the mic on the bridge? Like, are my levels wrong? And that's the main reason why I put it side by side with the Martin recording that I did for the Dreadnought Junior review. I just wanted to share these findings out there, and I needed a premise to do it. That's why I thought of making this series. I thought it'd be fun to compare instruments from various ends of the spectrum, and if it really does make a big difference if you buy something expensive versus something cheap. Not really to put down cheaper gear, because it doesn't really matter the price sometimes, but to see how much better it gets when you go from low-end to high-end instruments. And at what point is an instrument decent enough and it doesn't really matter if you go up in price from there. Actually, for the James Taylor tuning video, I EQ'd the Yamaha a little bit because I was very dissatisfied at the sound of my recordings. And for the Martin Dreadnought Junior review, I was shocked how close the sound quality was mic'd versus plugged in. If I was going to record something with the Martin, I think a blend of the mic and the piezo would be nice. Like the mic on the neck part and the piezo is on the bridge, because the mic has that open acoustic sound while the piezo has that focused mid-range sound. So you can actually mix those two depending on what the situation asks for. But this is the first video in this series, and I hope to compare more instruments and also gears, but that's all I got for you today. So let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Also follow me on socials. I'm Japs, and I'll see you on another video. Peace. Can those YouTube tutorials about post-processing actually help you if you recorded a duty?